Julia Hartley-Brewer condemned the EU and Remainers as she claimed she had seen no compromise from the two parties despite their claims that Brexiteers must make concessions. The journalist and broadcaster made the comment on the political debate show on Thursday night. The broadcaster made the damning points after the topic of a no-deal Brexit was brought up by host Fiona Bruce. She asked Ms. Hartley-Brewer, "One assumes if there is going to be a deal on the 31st of October, there has to be a compromise. What would you be prepared to see compromised?" The talk radio host said, "I always wonder what the compromise for Brexiteers would have been if Remain had won by 52%. I have a funny feeling there wouldn't have been an offer for compromise then." Ms. Hartley-Brewer then went on to say how the compromise was we still leave. The journalist went on to claim, "There's quite a lot of concern from Leavers tonight. Has Boris Johnson gone too far and offered something that isn't going to get through Parliament?" Ms. Bruce asked the broadcaster if she was concerned. Ms. Hartley-Brewer replied, "I am absolutely worried about it. I would love there to be a deal, but it's got to be a meaningful deal. It's got to be a meaningful Brexit." She added, "We haven't gone this far, almost 3.5 years, battling over this and rowing over this and the country divided over this to deliver a fake and Brexit in name only. It feels to me like everybody is saying, well, we can get the win here. The Remainers think they are going to get another hung parliament and a second referendum and a vote to remain. And the Leavers, I'm certainly one of those, think we can get a proper full clean Brexit and it's worth holding out for." Ms. Hartley-Brewer went on to claim she would love to see a compromise but had not seen any from the EU. She added she stood by the majority of people who claim in the event of a no deal, the people who will get the blame are the European Union, European Commission, the Irish and I'm afraid a lot of Remainer MPs in Parliament. The journalist added, "The simplest thing right now would be to let the British people have their say in a general election. Let's let the people decide." She added how she could live with a Brexit delay as the EU chose the date anyway. It comes as Mr. Johnson met with Irish Prime Minister Leo Varadkar to discuss the Irish border. Following the meeting, Mr. Varadkar indicated that there could still be hope for a new deal. Despite the 31st of October date looming, Number 10 has repeatedly insisted that the UK will leave the EU on that date come what may.